Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Here's a number to remember. 2 billion. 2 billion future leaders are waiting for our judgment call. 2 billion young minds are looking at our teachings, our lessons, our guidance, our help to illuminate their path, our move, our direction, our choice of conduct. But we, as parents and guardians who work hard to put food on the table and support the family, can only do so much. The least that we can do is to put them in an environment that will nurture their natural inclinations towards positivity and goodness to benefit as many as possible. As protectors of their future, we must equip them with the best of early childhood education to ensure their self-confidence and self-esteem are kept in check as they traverse through the world in their lifetime. We must ensure that inshallah, as these young minds bloom, they can exchange ideas and cause impact to the world. And the key to do this is the mastery of the English language, as it is the language of the world. Most importantly, we must realize that the true potential of a human being can only be realized when he or she connects with his or her creator. Thus, a solid foundation in Islamic education will help kids to grow and love Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, follow the sunnah of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and benefit the world wheresoever they may go. Alhamdulillah, Brainy Bunch Islamic Montessori, the world's #1 brand in Islamic Montessori education, has paved the way to provide children an Islamic Montessori English-speaking environment for the last 11 years across over 100 campuses, starting from Malaysia to Singapore, Indonesia, Gaza, and most recently, Brunei Darussalam. And Alhamdulillah, as of today, we've impacted the lives of almost 10,000 children. But now, our dreams are bigger. We aim to educate millions, maybe even billions of children at a time. But we don't want to do it alone. We want to do it with you. We now offer you the opportunity to join us as franchisees of Brainy Bunch Islamic Montessori, where you can directly impact and change the lives of children in your community for the better. Together, we can provide the best solution that the world will ever need, a good future led by good leaders of tomorrow. But these leaders need us now, as they are still the children of today. Together, we can develop the Ummah. Together, 2 billion future leaders and more will benefit from our efforts, inshallah. Amin ya Rab. Click the link below to join us in this effort. Jazakallahu khairan kathiran. See you later, inshallah.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. All praises be to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the most gracious, the most merciful. Good evening and welcome to another FB Live. My name is Auntie Charisma, and a special shout out to all our parents, students, alumni, teachers, and staff of Brainy Bunch who are here to listen to our sharing session tonight. Our FB live session is different from the others because our guest is one of our alumni, and we want to check what is happening with him after studying at Brainy Bunch. Please welcome Muhammad bin Abdul Muttalib. Come in.
Uh, Thank you to Ati Karisma for having me tonight. Thank you for the opportunity for having me to do some sharing about the experience during my time in Brainy Bunch before.
All
So,
right.
my name is Muhammad. My full name is Muhammad bin Abdul Muttalib. I am 23 years old. So, uh, tonight I will be sharing some of the experience during my time, so that maybe some of you will get benefit from my story, or we will get benefit each other, inshallah.
Inshallah. All right. We have comments already here. Greeting us. Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullah to all of you here. Auntie Claire, um, Puan Intan Ahmad, and Alif is here. Assalamu alaikum, Alif. You will be next, inshallah. I will be contacting Alif as well. One of my students before when we were in Putra Heights. So better get ready. I would like to call all our alumni. Be ready because you will be, I don't want to say hot seat, but what do I say? You will be one of the people that I will be interviewing so that, our other students get to be inspired about your journey with Brainy Bunch. So my first question would be, when did you join Brainy Bunch?
I did join Brainy Bunch was in back 2016. So during that time, my intention is just want to learn Arabic language. So that this is information I get from my brother, so which
Mhm.
is ex teachers from Brainy Bunch. So he told me that in Brainy Bunch also learning Arabic language and do some memorization Al Quran. So it gives me uh, some interesting feeling, so that because I love to learn the new language, I love to learn new language, so that why I need to learn Arabic, because uh, Al Quran Al Quran is was in Arabic language, so I need to learn Al Quran, I need to understand Al Quran. So before
Mm-mm.
I understand the Al Quran, so I need to learn Arabic. So that I joined the Dream Tahfiz program. So I was enrolled in Tahfiz program back
I
in
see.
2016.
All right. So who was your teacher back then?
Okay, basically there was five. There's Ustaz Aden.
Ustaz Aden,
There is Ustaz Hisbullah. There's
Hizbullah.
Ustaz Faizal.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, Coach Jawad,
Coach Jawad,
and yeah, Coach Jawad and Ustazah Atira.
Ustaza Athira. Now, Coach
Yeah.
Jawad and Ustaza Athira, they are in our BBKL.
Yep.
So, what significant impact did your teacher taught you?
Okay, so basically, during my experience during my time back in 2016,
Mm-hmm.
before I enrolled in Dream Tahfiz program, I was briefing by Ustad Aden,
Mm-hmm.
which is during December 2015, because
Mm-hmm.
Ustad Aden briefed to me and my parents. He said that in this Tahfiz program, they will learn about 200 to 300 vocabs in Arabic. So it give new things to me because there's a lot of vocab need to memorize. So from that, I feel become nervous. So after I enroll the Tafis program, it wasn't hard at all. So uh, if I still remember, at the first morning, Ustaz Hisbullah was teaching us about the verbs in Arabic,
Mm, mm,
verbs in Arabic. So the significant that I get from him is how I can pronounce in Arabic fluently. So because every time when he teach us, he speak very loudly, so that
mm.
all of us can understand clearly, and all of us can even uh, sleepy student cannot sleep at all. So that the I think the most significant I get from Ustaz Isbuwa. And then the other part is from Ustaz Aden.
Mm,
He teach a lot to Tafi student,
inshallah.
but I think the most significant one is how he developed me, how he encouraged me to uh, memorize more ayah from Al Quran, so that when I do tasmi' to him, so that he will always correcting me, so that I will learn the new tajweed, and then I will learn even in Arabic language. I will learn something new. Uh, so basically, he didn't give up to me lah. Even I pretend to be I don't know, so that he keep encourage me, so that
Mm.
I can enhance my Arabic language.
What kind of a student were you before? Were you the type of the naughty one or
Yeah,
the good one?
so basically, I was a naughty student. So that okay, I want to share about my experience before. So basically, my mother is English teacher.
Oh,
My mother is English teacher. So during my childhood, I was really hate English language, because every
mm,
time my mom said always, you must speak in English. So every time,
mm,
like, have you eaten, have you brushed your teeth, every time, but
mm,
I replied back to her, uh, why do I need reply in English? Because we are
mm,
Malay, so we are probably
mm,
proudly to be Malaysian, so we just
mm,
need to
mm,
converse in Malay. So
mm,
after I enroll in Brainy Bunch, so I feel regret why I don't practice it earlier. So that before that, I can understand English before in
mm,
my ordinary school. So that
mm,
like I mentioned before, I'm not the naughty one. I'm just call it in the middle one, not the best student one, and not the naughtiest one. So I'm the middle one.
all right, all right. I think someone is here in our live as well, watching you, who is also maybe sometimes naughty, sometimes good. So shout out to Danish Adam. I know you're
Waalaikumsalam
always
warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
together. Right, you're always together with Danish before. Auntie Fatin is here as well. And Panrul Faiz, hello. Assalamu alaikum to all of you. Please do share this live so that everyone can hear the story of Muhammad here, who's our Brainy Bunch alumni. So let me ask you, what are you doing now?
Okay, currently I'm studying in Study Germany at Cyberjaya.
Mm-hmm.
So I plan to pursue my study to Germany, inshallah.
Inshallah, good luck to all to you. All the best. I think you are somehow a linguist. You know, like you learn about English when you were young. Of course, your natural language will be Bahasa, and then Arabic, and then now German language. So All the best to you. But wait
Okay.
a minute, because I have a photo here that we want to show our viewers, and I want you to explain this photo. There's like the before and after photo. Uncle Bud, can you help show us this photo? Uncle Bud. Yes, this photo. There's an old picture and a new picture. This actually was posted by Ustas Aden. So now I'm wondering, what is the old picture and the new picture?
Okay, as you guys can see above, the above picture, that day was during my last day before I fly to Egypt.
Mm.
So if you can see there, all of them were small, like brothers to me. So if I'm not mistaken, Ustaz Adin asked me during that day. So Ustaz Adin asked me in Arabic language.
Mm-mm.
So he asked, "How long will you be? How long will you be there in Egypt?" So I answer him, maybe I plan just like 4 years. So after
Mm.
4 years, uh, COVID affected us. So
Mhm.
it's like just uh, it's enough of time. It's 4 years already. So that
Mhm.
I came back to Malaysia. So I do some part time, and then now I continue my study. Okay, so the below one, the below photo is like 3 days ago when
Oh, this is just
we
recent.
the below photo is 3 days ago when we were sending Danish to airport.
Airport. Uh-uh.
So as you can see below, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, there is nine of us, and then the above one like 11. So if you can see above, there is two. There is three not in the below photo because uh, I want to mention Iman Hamzah, who is currently
Mhm.
in Japan, and then
Japan.
Rujahan is now currently
Mhm.
in Korea,
Mhm.
and Sulaiman. Now he, if I'm not mistaken, he working with Anandan Krishnan.
Oh, wow. Inshallah. I know that when you were in Egypt, every time you come back to Malaysia, you
Yep,
were doing something for Brainy Bunch as well, right?
yep.
Tell us
Okay,
something about that.
so basically, when during summer break, uh, I go. The first thing, this is the true story.
Mm-hmm.
Even the first day I came back in Malaysia, I'm not going home directly. The first place I go into is Brainy Bunch.
Wow,
This is true
mashallah.
story. The first place I go into the Brainy Bunch. So I went to meet Ustaz Adin and some of my friends. So that time Ustaz Adin asked me, "So what will you do during the holiday?" So I said, "Nothing to do. Nothing to do. Okay. Why would you just join us so you can at least teach some of the Arabic language, or you can
Mm-hmm.
you can just uh, hearing the tasmi' from the memorization Al Quran.
Mm-hmm.
So from that, uh, I do some I do some of the tasks that been asked from Ustaz Adin. So because why I do that? Because at first during my first year in Brainy Bunch, I gained a lot of benefit. So because
Mm-hmm.
there is one hadith uh, which a prophet mentioned, the best of you who are benefit to others. So basically, when I gain benefit, a lot of benefit, so I need to share the benefit to others
Give back.
also. Yeah,
Yes.
I need to give back. So when I gain from Brainy Bunch, I need to give back to the Brainy Bunch. So and then there is one hadith also. Man ta'allama al-Quran wa 'allamahu. Khairun nas man ta'allama al-Quran wa 'allamahu. The best of you who are learn Quran and teach it. So from my first year in Brainy Bunch, I learned Quran. So I think I have a good, not the good knowledge, a basic knowledge for Al Quran. So I need to give back so that I will become along the best of the people that Prophet mentioned in that hadith. So basically, I do that the thing that I give back to Brainy Bunch student every year during my summer breaks. Yeah,
Wow. So that was like 4 times that you come
yeah, basically,
uh, to Brainy Bunch and to give back. And for that, we want to thank you. MashaAllah, that is a very noble deed. And may Allah reward you for doing that, because you not only inspire the children that you teach in Brainy Bunch, you also impart the knowledge that you gained. And I hope that you continue doing that.
inshallah.
Inshallah, if you have time, please go and look for Ustaz Aden. Just ask him, what can I do? I am here to help Brainy Bunch, and we are always open for our alumni, especially our alumni. We are open for all of you. If you have time, please do come, and uh, this is a platform for you to share what you know, share your talent to us. We are always open for that. And as Puan Nurul here, she said that my children are BB alumni. Mashallah, thank you so much. Madam Efisa is watching us tonight. Assalamu alaikum, madam. And here is also your friend Umar Dania. Hello. Assalamu alaikum. Thank you for supporting Muhammad in this FB Live. Now, if you have any question for Muhammad, please do not forget to type it at the comment box, and he will be answering that. I'm not going to be answering that. Yes. All right. And Puan Alia Shakira. Yes, thank you so much for also being here with us. Now, let's move on. I have a few more questions here. Um, Before we go to something like serious, I want you to share some interesting or funny stories that you experienced before, especially with Danish, with Umar, with Alif. What is like? I know because personally, I didn't teach Muhammad at that time. I was a teacher also when you were in Putra Heights, but I did not teach you because you were in Tafis. But I can always see you in the Tafis will be busy memorizing Quran, reading Quran, and all that stuff. But sometimes you are in the garden catching grasshoppers, right?
Yeah.
And then I think you cook the grasshopper or something, and then you eat the grasshopper. I'm like, oh my, this one is of course because of Ustaz Aden. Now, other than that, what are the funny stories that you can share?
Okay. Like I mentioned earlier, before this, I don't know how to converse in English. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
During my first day, I think because a toughie student need to wake up by 4 a.m.
Mm-mm.
So the first day, it was my it was my first day, and then my fun day lah, funny
Mm-hmm.
story.
Mm-mm.
Because when we go back to 2016, we still at the old school, which is at
Mm-mm.
Putra Heights branch.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
So there's a lot of student in hostel. So there are just like 4 toilet in Islamic hall. So before we enter the toilet, we need to queue before
Mm-hmm.
we take our turn.
Mm-mm.
So in front of me there was shawal. If you know lah, shawal, yeah,
Yes.
shawal.
Okay, I
So
remember Shawal.
okay, I don't know what kind of person during that time. I don't know who is shawal.
Mm-hmm.
So at that time, he put his toiletries in front of me, but he didn't dare. Okay, so when my turn, when my turn up to go to enter the toilet, and then he suddenly came up to me. It's my turn. Can you see my toiletries here? So at that time, I was shocked. I don't know how to reply it back because
Oh, okay.
he was talk very fluently. So how do I just reply, and then someone, I don't remember, someone replied for me. So
Mm-hmm.
someone replied for me, and then give him his turn lah to enter the toilet. There is some of the funny story lah. The funny story, and then the first day, the first day in Brainy Bunch.
Yeah,
Okay,
I do.
okay
Go
for
ahead, go ahead.
the for the funny story for my uh, best friend lah, for my best friends like Umar, Alif, Danish. Uh, there was one day. I think it's Ramadan, if I'm not mistaken.
Mm-hmm.
Ramadan. I think that's the last week before Raya break. So during that time, after we have prayed Salat Tarawih, and then we plan something that we want to go to ICT, so the computer lab. So
Mm-mm.
that we want to play some games because that is our last day before Raya break. And then that is our my last day before Raya break, because
Mm-mm.
after Raya break, I fly to Egypt.
To Egypt.
And then
Okay.
we plan about go to the computer lab, so
Mm-mm.
that there is, I think, 10 of us. So we plan at first. Okay, we pretend to sleep at 12, and then we wake up at 2 a.m.
Mm-mm.
And then suddenly, when we just realize it's already 5 a.m. So our plan didn't make it. So we just we regret. We just uh, talk to each other. How can this happen? So uh, before
Maybe
if I,
someone didn't set the alarm.
no, because that day we cannot bring phone.
Oh, yes.
So no one can bring phone. So we just trust each other. So, oh, you need to wake up me, you need to wake up me, So,
Okay,
but
okay.
everybody cannot be trust anymore. So just kidding, just kidding. So there is a lot of funny story, but
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
I think I need to mention I think that only lah, because
Okay, okay.
maybe the others will be some I'm or as well,
All right. Thank you for that story. I think Danish here, Omar, and the rest will be like laughing and trying to recall that moment where you all didn't wake up and miss the fun of
Yeah.
playing with
Can
each
can can
other.
can can I add one more?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay, go
Okay,
ahead.
like I mentioned earlier, the hostel students need to wake up by 4 a.m.
Mm-mm.
So like teenagers who need to sleep a lot. So when Ustaz Hizbullah wake up us at 4 a.m., some of us will go to the upstairs toilet, which is like
Mm-mm.
Ibn Rushd class,
Mm-mm. Ibn
Ibn
Sina.
Ibn Sina class. So when they go upstairs, they not take take the shower, so they sleep in that class. So they sleep in that class. But I was I was clever at that time. I'm not following them, so I'm going to Tafi's class. So I'm the
Mm-mm.
only one goes into Tafi's class, and I also slept. I also slept, and then suddenly the Tafi's class light was turned on.
Mm-mm.
It was Ustaz Sisbullah.
Mm-mm.
It was Ustaz Sisbullah, but he didn't realize me there.
Mm-mm.
So I was slept under the table.
Oh,
I was
okay.
under the table. So when he go to the sink, and then I pretend to stand up, and then I said, Ustaz, there is no water lah in this classroom. And then he just blinked to me, and then he asked, so how? And then I go out. I go to the Summit House toilet.
Oh, I think, you know, because we have a lot of classrooms on the
Yeah,
top floor, everyone can go to each room and just sleep.
yeah,
Luckily, you still woke up, and Ustaz Hizbullah didn't do something to punish you or not.
yeah. Maybe I'm luckily because there's just one of me. So
Mm-mm.
yeah. because I think I heard Ustaz Isbah was shouting
Mm-mm.
that I can heard from downstairs, because I think 4 or 5 of them, they was sleep in Ibn Sina class,
Wow.
in ni, art and craft class. Yeah,
Oh no. So luckily you weren't there with them, so you didn't get the scolding.
yeah.
Okay. Let's move on to the question here. I think Danish Adam has a question for you. And he asked Muhammad, how would you describe Brainy Bunch as a different school from others?
So for my opinion, because before I entered Brainy Bunch, so I was in sekolah kebangsaan, like the
Mm-mm,
ordinary school.
mm-mm,
When I entered the Brainy Bunch, I feel different. It's all about the environment,
mm-mm,
uh, which I need to be precise. It's called, like, when someone cursing in Brainy Bunch, they are not called by their parents' name. Even they are joking.
mm,
So there, I found there is no cursing environment in Brainy Bunch.
mm.
So if you go into the ordinary school, every time, not every time lah, every day you must be, if you are kidding, later they will mention your father's name lah, your
Mm-mm,
mom's name, your
mm-mm,
grandfather's name. So when
mm-mm.
I entered the Brandy Bunch, I found there is no cursing environment. So I think that's a big
Alhamdulillah.
environment. That is a new environment to me. So I think
Mm-mm,
it's a beautiful environment.
mashallah. And I do hope that, of course, and I believe that all our students, of course, we do not encourage any cursing at all in our school. Now, Alif here has a question for you as well. What values did you learn in Brainy Bunch that you still apply these days?
Okay, values that I have implied in my life, until this day, that I get from Brandy Bunch is, do not shy when you are learning.
Mhm.
Because like I mentioned earlier, when I in Ustad Adin's class, because I don't know how to converse in English, so that I feel shy to ask the question. So after years by years, when I study in Egypt, there's one of the my there is one my ustads said, if you shy, you will learn nothing.
Yes, true.
So that from that, even I do have make mistake, or do have some grammatical error in that question, even in English or Arabic language, even now in German language, if you shy, you will learn nothing. So that
Mm,
from that you will learn your mistake, that you can improve your knowledge. So until now, I implement that values.
I like that answer. Because also in Brainy Bunch, we build the confidence of our students, our children. And I think I do agree with you that, people who actually ask questions are not um, supposed to be taken as a slow learner, but a person who wants to inquire and wants to know more. That's why before in my class, if you are quiet, you are the one who will be called
Yeah.
rather than those who will be questioning and questioning, because
Yep.
I know they are the one who want to learn, but the quiet one, definitely. So another question here from one of your brothers here, Ayman. What are some life changing experience that help you grow as a person during your time in Brainy Bunch?
Uh, Auntie Karisma, can you help me to elaborate the questions?
Okay, I think his question is what changes in your life or your
Okay.
experiences in your life help you
All right.
as who you are now?
Okay. Uh, So basically, because I said just now, I'm not the naughty student, or I'm not the best student. So when I entered the Brainy Bunch, because I was the oldest during that time,
Mm-hmm,
so I
mm-hmm.
need to be, no, I need to be, because all of the students were below my age, so I feel like they are brothers and sisters to me. So I need to be, I need
Like
to
suddenly
pretend.
you have the responsibility,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Because
Suddenly
you
I
are
need.
the
I have
oldest
this.
in the
Yeah,
group.
yeah. Exactly. So I have the responsibility. So if I do something wrong, so they will follow my attitude. So
Exactly.
I need to
Yeah.
pretend that I'm a good student. So basically, I'm not.
Mm-hmm.
So from that, I changed my attitude so that
Mm-hmm.
the my brothers and sisters will not my bad attitude. So
Mm-hmm.
they will not become, when they make mistake, and then they will uh, ask me to do some, this is because of my fault or what, something else. uh, this I learned from Benny Bash, because
Mashallah.
basically I'm not a matured person. So like I said earlier, because it's suddenly I have
Mm-mm.
responsibilities to take care of them. So
And
I
in
need
your
to pretend to be.
family, are you the youngest?
Yeah, I'm the youngest, so that's
See,
why
and
I'm the
then
youngest.
suddenly in Brainy Bunch, you're the oldest.
Yeah, I'm the youngest. So
Oh,
I have never experienced to take care of my little brothers or little sister. So
correct.
from Benny Mash, I have the responsibilities.
Mashallah. And I think until now, I can see that your bond and your friendship doesn't change, even though some of you are overseas, some of you are far from each other. You don't really see each other, but I know that you keep in touch, right? How do you stay connected with your fellow alumni?
So basically, when I fly to Egypt,
Mm-hmm.
during that time there was no video call in WhatsApp, even in Instagram. There was
Mm-hmm.
only in Skype. So Skype is not all available to use it. So
Mm-mm. True.
basically, I just contact in social media during by texting and messaging only.
Mm-hmm.
So I think like every week, we keep contacting, and then after 1 year, I've been in Egypt. So I make surprise for them. So I never tell them when I'm gonna back to Malaysia.
Mm-mm.
So that's why I mentioned earlier. The first place I came back, not my home, is Brainy Bunch in Putra High. So
Mm-mm.
after that, from that, when during summer break, I keep uh, spend time with them. I keep bonding. So our friendship become strengthened, become stronger.
Mm-mm.
So
Mm-mm.
until now, it's become,
Yeah.
like siblings.
Correct. And now it's easier because it's easier to contact each other nowadays, right? Unlike before, when you said that you only need to, I mean, the only communication that you can get is through Skype, but now any time of the day you can message each other. Now Itcon, he is here also, and he is asking you, is there anything you would have done differently during your time in Brainy Bunch?
Okay, so basically, as I was enrolled in Dream Tahfiz program, the different thing is I need to wake up at 4 a.m. So it's like culture shock for me, because I've never been wake up at 4 a.m. every day,
Okay. Yes.
So from Monday
Yes.
to Friday. So
Mm,
it's a culture shock for me. So I think there's a, even it's a tough for at first. So basically, when I think back, it gives you some benefit. Not some, it's a lot of benefit when you wake
mm-mm,
up at 4 a.m. so that you can
mm-mm,
have time for memorize the Quran. You can have
mhm,
time for do the tahajjud. So
mhm.
basically, your mind during that time is fresh, really
Yes.
fresh.
Mhm.
So I
So,
think that's
do you wake
differently.
up at 4 a.m. nowadays?
Uh
To study German. I think you need to do that to study German so that you
uh,
have fresh mind.
nowadays 5:30 a.m.
5:30.
Yeah.
Okay, acceptable. Still in the early hours of the day. I also remember when I was studying, I also wake up around that time to study. So I sleep first. I don't study that I am tired, so that I have a fresh mind. Okay. Now, and Hafiz here has a question for you. Can you share your experiential learning as a Brainy Bunch student in Malakat retail industry?
Okay. So basically, when I was in
Mm-hmm.
uh, Brainy Bunch taught me that we not learn only the academic only. So they implement the what we call it spice.
Yes.
So spice stands for S is spiritual,
Mm-hmm.
P stands for physical, I is intellectual, C is creativity, E is emotion. So one of it is creativity. So from
Mm-hmm.
that, even it's called like Dream Tahfiz program. It's not all the time we memorize the Quran. It's not all the
Correct.
time we learn Arabic. So we do have some activities. So at some time we need to go to, we call it pasar malam.
Mm-mm.
So pasar malam. So uh, Brainy Bunch taught us how we discipline ourselves, how we call
Mm-hmm.
it you know uh, see the outside environment, that
Correct.
the real life, how do we do business with others.
Mm-hmm.
So from that, I think business industry, which is more be precise, is retail industry is suitable to me. So
Mm-hmm.
from that, I think because before this my dream was I want to be a businessman.
Mm-hmm.
So after why I changed, not change lah. Basically during 2020 when PKP affected,
Mm-mm.
the same year also I came into Ustad Aden. So what
Mm-mm.
can I do for this
Mm-mm.
year? Because there was no student during that
Mm-mm.
time. There was no school. There was no learning that time. There was only through by online session.
Correct.
So Ustad Adin asked me to meet with the Coach Fazil. So when I met with Coach Fazil, and then he said, "What you want to be?" So I said, "I want to become entrepreneur." So
Mm-hmm.
okay. So if you want to become an entrepreneur, so you need to learn this, which is in Malakat Mall, which is in
Mm-hmm.
retail industry. So
Mm-mm.
from that, I learned so many things. So we call it the basic things for you to become entrepreneur.
Mm-hmm.
So you cannot become like uh, if you want to be businessman, you cannot become directly into the boss position.
Post
So you need to
position.
become the basic position. So you know if that kind of work, is it hard or what, or tough or something. So you know how they're feeling. You know how your workers
Mm-hmm.
they feel. So from that, uh, I changed from the education from into retail industry.
Retail. Mm. Mashallah. I think you will do wonders in business, inshallah,
Inshallah.
especially when you finish your German studies. All right. I think we also have photos to show our viewers of some of the activities that you've done in the past when you were in the Tafis, right?
Yep.
So maybe you can explain a little bit on what is this photo.
Okay. This was futsal tournament, which is be
Oh.
held at SS15 Subang Jaya.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, I think there's 1 week before, Ustaz Ashid said to us, there's futsal tournament. So suddenly, I gather some of my friends who want to be part in this tournament.
Uh-huh.
So the boys that you can see from that
Uh-uh.
photo, that's
Uh-uh.
the one who want to be participated lah in that
Uh-uh.
futsal tournament.
All right. I saw a photo with Coach Jawad. Okay, can we bring that up? Yes.
Okay, this time is during
Yeah.
raya photo session.
Yes.
So basically this still in Ramadan. So I think
Uh-uh.
this is last week before raya breaks. So we need
Mm-mm, mm-mm.
to take our photo for each classroom. So this
Yes.
this is our time before we take our turn in our classroom.
Okay, and more photos, I think.
Okay, this time was in Singapore during field trip. So
Wow.
yeah, this was in, I think it was in zoo, Singapore Zoo.
Mm. Wow.
So not all of them were joining.
Mm-mm.
So basically, I think uh, only this who
This group.
joining us, this group, which
Mm-mm.
not included with girls lah.
Okay. All right. Do we still have more photos? Actually, looking back at the photos is very nice, right? It gives you those memories, the feeling, right? This is the toughest class. MashaAllah. I still remember some of your classmates here.
Okay, basically this is not the toughest class. This is our hostel students.
Oh,
So
hostel.
they are a mix of us. There's even from, we call it before this, we call it Al Dinawari, and
Aldinawari.
yeah, Al
Okay.
Dinawari, and
Yes.
if I'm not
High school, the
mistaken,
high school,
yeah,
right?
the high school student.
Mm-hmm.
So for hostels culture during Ramadan, uh, uh, we not break our fast at school. So we will take turn to our friend's house,
Okay.
who gonna help the
Who will be hosting
we
the
will
buka
hosting the buka
puasa?
puasa. Okay,
Wow,
so that
mashallah.
that
Okay.
is one of the I think from that photo, I think is I don't remember, was the hosting. But every day from Monday to Friday, I think, yeah, Monday to Thursday only, because Friday evening we already go back home.
You go back home.
Yeah, we go back
Wow, I
home.
think that was nice during that time that you get to visit each houses and they get to host you for buka puasa, right?
Yeah.
How about this picture?
Okay, this picture is the last week, also before Raya break. This we need to give aids to, I think, this program called Zero Hunger
Zero
in
hunger.
Kampung Tengah Puchong, Kampung Tengah Puchong.
Yes. Mm-mm.
So Ustaz Faizal asked help from me. So
Mm-mm.
I'm during that time, there was Danish and Aiman beside me. So I'm just
Mm-mm.
called them so
Mm-mm.
to assist me and Ustaz Faizal to give it to Zero Hunger participant.
Yeah, so you send some groceries to
Yep,
families, right?
yep,
For
yep.
our Zero Hunger. And that is, of course, by our Brainy Bunch Foundation. MashaAllah. Do we still have more photos?
I think
Actually,
this is the last photo lah.
yes, this is
Ah,
the Zero Hunger. MashaAllah.
this is the other day, but
Mm-mm.
this time with Ustaz Adin,
Mm-mm, mm-mm.
also in Kampung Tengah Puchong.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
I remember that you gave the families some of the groceries that they need. And yeah, we've been doing that for years actually to support families in that area. Wow, mashallah, you have been a part of a lot of activities in Brainy Bunch, and I can see that you're the tallest amongst the students before. That's
During
why
that
I
time only.
yeah, but now I think they all catch up with you
Yeah.
now. All right, so let's move on. I think I still have a few more questions before we end. Now, I want you to describe now your goal and aspiration for your future.
Okay, so basically, my goal is to have like among the teenagers to become uh, for those who are to become uh, uh, how do I say?
Do you want to pursue your business dream as like an entrepreneur, a businessman, or where which path are you taking on now?
Okay, so basically, currently I'm now studying German language. So
Yes.
after that, I will be taking in logistic course. So after I finish my study, I will open not open lah. I will inshallah I will go back
Mm-hmm.
to to Brainy Bunch or Malakat. I will give back for what I have learned in German, so that uh, uh, it give me it's not give me it give others
Mm-hmm.
benefit, because I think it's not about how you get benefit. It's all about how you benefit others. So the main goal is uh, I need no no I need lah. Uh, I want to among the teenagers, because when I was teenager before, I want to become like not like the best student, but the one who are always back to Allah.
True.
So basically, when we have a lot of teenagers who are back to Allah, the uh, country itself, or the population itself will become stronger from that. So that will become uh, I think that will become benefit to others when we back to Allah. So Allah said in Quran,
Mm-hmm.
who have taqwa in Allah, Allah will give his rizki without hesitation. So when among the teenagers uh, who do the prayers 5 times a day, who do recite Quran every day, who do sadaqah every day, Allah will what we call, is it spread the
Will
rizki?
reward.
Yeah, will reward
Yeah.
all of his rewards, all of his risky, so that we will decrease our problems in the world. So one of it is hunger problems.
Mm-mm.
So from that, uh, that is my main goal. So I need to achieve before, no, not before lah. I need to achieve during my
Yes.
lifetime.
Inshallah. And we hope that you achieve what you are focusing on
Sure.
in the future. And finally, if you could sum up your experience at Brainy Bunch in a few words, what would you say?
Uh, there are three words. The first word is exciting.
Mm-hmm.
The second word is uh, enjoyment.
Mm-hmm.
The third word is beautiful.
Wow. Do you want to elaborate more?
Uh,
Exciting. I think every time you come to Brainy Bunch, you feel excited and you feel all the enjoyment because you are in a beautiful place. Did I
okay,
sum that up?
when I entered Brainy Bunch before,
Mm-hmm.
that was my first time I felt ever, because it was never happened to me before. I was
Mm-hmm.
never feel more excited to come to school,
Wow,
because
mashallah.
because before this, when I was in my ordinary school, when it come to morning at 7 a.m., oh, I feel so lazy lah to go to school. But when I enter the Brainy Bunch, I will be there at Sunday night. So I will be
Wow.
prepared before the day, before Monday. So
Mm-mm.
every weeks I will
Mm.
prepare on Sunday night. So
Mm-mm.
I really excited to to learn something new, to go through uh, what will I need to face in during Brainy Bunch.
Mashallah. And that's what we want in Brainy Bunch, for our students to feel happy, to have fun. Learning while having fun is very beneficial to our students. I would like to thank you, Muhammad, for joining me tonight. I hope that the viewers and our listeners tonight gain a lot of good insights about Brainy Bunch. And with that, I would like to um, invite everyone, our parents, our teachers, staff, and of course our students, um, our alumni, to please join our Brainy Bunch United family. Yes, we welcome you, and we would like to for you to be prepared, because we want you to be an inspiration to others, and we would like to take you on a captivating journey, and you can be part of our live sessions as well, like Muhammad here. And if you are interested, please do comment at the comment box, and or you can PM me anytime. We are more than welcome to have you share your story, share your journey with Brainy Bunch, and inshallah, this is also one way of giving back to our school, right, Muhammad? Like what Muhammad said, he always wants to give back to Brainy Bunch. Do you have any last message to your friends who are here to support you as well?
Okay, for my conclusion, I think thanks to our founder, Coach Fazil, that give me a lot of advices, a lot of advice like a father to a son. So thank you for my teachers, thank you for the staff, thank you, and then also thank you for my friends who are even now we still keep contacting, we still keep bonding. So if I do make mistake, please forgive me. So inshallah, if anything that you want me to help, inshallah, if I'm applicable to do it, inshallah, I will help it.
All right. So you heard it from Muhammad. Anytime you can give him a buzz. If we need him, he will be called definitely. And actually, Muhammad has always been a great help for Brainy Bunch. And we would like to extend our thanks to you for accepting our invitation to be the first alumni to be interviewed here at our FB live session. Yay! Thank you so much, Muhammad.
Okay, thank you,
And
Auntie Kasma.
yes, thank you. Auntie Mauer is here as well. Thank you so much. So please do stay tuned, because every other week, inshallah, we will be calling out our Brainy Bunch alumni to share some of their journey at Brainy Bunch. And with that, Brainy Bunch United is here to connect, communicate, and
Communicate and collaborate.
collaborate. Yes, thank you so much. And I think Uncle Bud has a special announcement. Roll video, Uncle Bud.
Welcome to Brainy Bunch, where we nurture young minds and shape bright futures. As a preschool elite teacher at our institution, you're not just an educator, you're a mentor, a guide, and a source of inspiration. We believe in investing in our teachers, providing you with the tools and support you need to excel. Whether it's advancing your qualifications or pursuing further studies, we're committed to helping you reach new heights in your career. Our dedication to education extends beyond the classroom. You'll have the opportunity to join our students on enriching educational trips, creating unforgettable memories. We celebrate not just the milestones of our students, but also the accomplishments of our incredible team. Our annual dinner is a time to come together and appreciate the journey we're on. So, are you ready to be a part of a passionate team, committed to shaping the future? Join us at Brainy Bunch, where your career and personal growth are as valued as the young minds you inspire.